Whether it was Churchill rousing the British to war, Castro inspiring the Cuban Revolution, or Bill Clinton defending himself against Monica Lewinsky, great speakers have always had the power to stir hearts, uphold great ideals, and lead nations to new frontiers. The world's most effective speakers have always known how to inspire great deeds, to uplift spirits, or cast down enemies. Though Adolf Hitler will always be remembered as the most brutal man on earth, he was the master of self-presentation and audience manipulation. He used his speeches to woo his audiences and intimidate his enemies.
Ihr müsst lernen, Entbehrungen auf euch zu nehmen, ohne jeweils zu sehen, euch wird Deutschland weiterleben. Und wenn von uns nichts mehr übrig sein wird, dann werdet ihr die Fahne, die wir einst aus dem Nichts hochgezogen haben, in euren Fäusten.
In the same league, or perhaps shade better, is Winston Churchill. In a radio address to the nation, he had to describe a military disaster and warn off a possible invasion attempt by Nazi Germany without casting doubt on eventual victory.
Fight on the beaches, we shall fight on the landing grounds, we shall fight in the fields and in the streets, we shall fight in the hills, we shall never surrender.
Pandit Nehru's speech to the Indian Constituent Assembly on the eve of Indian independence is considered to be one of the greatest speeches of all times.
We made a tryst with destiny at the stroke of the midnight hour. When the world sleeps, India will awake to life and freedom. It is fitting that at this solemn moment we take the pledge of dedication to the service of India and her people and to the still larger cause of humanity.
Martin Luther King delivered a great speech on August 28, 1963, in which he called for an end to the racism in the United States, delivered to over 250,000 supporters from the steps of Lincoln Memorial. It was the defining moment of the American Civil Rights Movement.
I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood. I have a dream.
Indira Gandhi, the former Prime Minister of India, gave that famous speech about 20 hours before her death, in which she indicated about fate and the end of her life.
जब तक मुझ में सांस है तब तक सेवा ही में जाएगी। जब मेरी जान जाएगी तो मैं कह सकती हूँ कि एक एक खून का खतरा जितना मेरा है वो एक एक खून एक भारत को जीवित करेगा, भारत को मजबूती देगा।
After 9/11, US President George W. Bush gave that famous speech, whether we bring our enemies to justice or justice to our enemies, justice will be done.
Today, our fellow citizens, our way of life, our very freedom came under attack. These acts of mass murder were intended to frighten our nation into chaos and retreat. But they have failed. Our country is strong. Terrorist attacks can shake the foundations of our biggest buildings, but they cannot touch the foundation of America. These acts shatter steel, but they cannot dent the steel of American resolve.
Barack Obama, when it comes to giving speeches, has been linked to John F. Kennedy, FDR, and even Abraham Lincoln. What really carries him is the substance of his oratory.
Yes, we can to opportunity and prosperity. Yes, we can heal this nation. Yes, we can repair this world. Yes, we can. We are one people. We are one nation. Yes, we can.
These speeches have lifted the hearts in dark ages, gave hope in despair, refined the character of men, inspired brave feats, honored the dead, and changed the course of history. Russell Fuzzle with Parth Gupta and Tejasvi Godara, St. Stephen's College.